This week on Not Your Average Fangirls.
If it says anything, I saw a tweet that was just like, "Can SM buy YG?" And then all of the idols under YG are just gonna be the new NCT. I'm like, what the hell?
I'm dead.
I mean, hey, if I was one of the artists locked in the basement, I'd gladly debut as a member of NCT.
Honestly.
I'm like, you know what? That's fine. It's fine.
That's
yes.
fine with me.
Let's do this.
Go. Let's do this.
Buy a truck.
We give our opinions on YG, Somi's debut, how Monsta X deserves radio play, and dive into Atiny Utopia with an ATEEZ album review. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another week of Not Your Average Fangirls. My name is Kat, and we as a podcast are celebrating our 1 year. Woo!
Yay! I can't believe we've been doing this for a whole year. Wow.
And we still don't know what we're doing.
I know.
We're getting better, okay? God, it's a process. It takes time. But besides celebrating our 1 year, I would just like to say I love ATEEZ very much, and I'm excited to talk about the album today. Woo!
Woo!
Hello, this is Cynthia, and I would like to say that please support Minjae. He has left his company and went to a new one, and that's it. Okay, thank you. He's still gonna strive.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be perfectly okay. Hi, everybody. It's Terica, and though I may sound a little cheerful today, I'm not. I'm actually really upset because BTS had their first muster today in Busan, and they decided to perform every single song that every single international fan asked for. But the kicker is they performed it in Korea and nowhere else. Congratulations.
I feel so betrayed.
Yeah,
One
me
job.
too.
One
And
job.
so now, instead of getting to witness this live and in person and live my best life, I'm going to have to pay $40 because V Live, works for the man and they just want all my coins. But it's fine.
When we just spent $30 on the other, on
Wembley
the
one.
Wembley.
On the Wembley, that was the exact same show that we saw 4 times already.
Exactly.
Actually,
I was like, damn, yo, I really just paid this money to watch the show that I was at.
that I was at already. Yeah, but it's because, it was sweet though. They were like, the special guest was ARMY. That's who the special guest was. I was like, oh, okay, well, it's fine.
Did V-Live tell you to say that?
Freight.
And hello, everybody. This is Carolina on a happier note. Yes, congrats to us for doing this for a year. And also, GOT7 kicked off their world tour in Seoul, and it looks lit. I'm excited to see them, and I will probably cry. Woo!
And Cynthia is also still selling a ticket. Please buy it.
Please buy it. That was super fast. Like, I saw clips and I was like, oh, they're doing it. Like, wait, no, that's a whole concert, a whole show. I did not realize that it's already happening.
Yeah.
Thought it was like a fan sign or something.
We'll start off with news this week. Hi, yes, this is Kat. How's everyone doing? Your in podcast Daniel representative. Kang Daniel finally showed himself again. Oh my God.
Yes!
So and he started a one-man agency. He's his own CEO. He said, you know what? Y'all can't do shit for me. I'm going to do it myself.
He said, F
And
it,
he
I'm
started
doing it myself.
His own agency. And I'm just, wow, I'm so excited. And isn't he like an ambassador for Busan now? We love this for him.
Yes, he is. He was named an honorary ambassador for Busan, and that just screams like he's just going to tell us his favorite places. He's like, okay, you know that corner place that sells chicken? Yeah, go there.
That quarter
This just screams CEO, okay? CEO Kang Daniel. Oh my God. I'm just ready for him to debut. Like, I've been waiting, like, forever. It feels like forever. December is so long ago. Like, where are you at?
Honestly, like, he's just been through it, like, so much. I still can't, to this day, I still can't believe his damn company sold his contract, like, without him knowing. Like, what? I'm just like, what type of stupidity, like, stupid company does that? You literally had D. Kang Daniel, but look at that. Now he's thriving, doing it by himself.
It must be, like, the curse of the centers, because, like, Somi had issues with JYP, and now Kang Daniel had issues, and I'm just like, what is happening for these
I'm saying.
little centers?
He was number one.
Shut up.
Two is the fact that he had like so much potential, and everyone in Korea and the world, honestly, everyone and even like Antarctica loved him. But the reason
Penguins
why
were all
that
about it.
Yeah, exactly. The reason why that his debut got pushed back is just because, people are fucking greedy and that's it.
It's
that's
okay
the tea.
because when he debuts, everyone gonna be all about him again because he's fucking Daniel. Okay, that the map power he holds is ridiculous.
He's
so
still
I ain't
powerful. He's
I ain't
still
worried.
powerful.
He really is, because when he posted that thing on Instagram, that shit blew up, and then his Instagram live had like 500,000 people watching it, and I was just like, and it was like 7 minutes long.
Yep,
That was it.
exactly. So he still has pull because everybody, even like in Korea and here, everybody's just like, they just been waiting. They're like, all right, what's he gonna do? Like, what's gonna happen? And so I feel like, yeah, this just built even more anticipation. And now that he's the CEO, everybody's just like, all right, throw it out the window. Let's go, Kang Daniel. Do your thing.
Let's do this shit. But yeah, I'm super excited for his debut. Super happy for him. On the talks of Kang Daniel, though, people who have been watching Produce 101, like 3/4 of us have. Cynthia refuses because she doesn't want to get hurt.
I am attached to
That's
too many.
called self-care. Thank you.
I realized in the last episode that I am attached to about 30 of them, and I know that there's only 11 spots, and that's when I knew I had done fucked up.
Why?
It's bad. It's bad. So I don't know what it is about this season. Like the second season of Produce, I was attached to a lot of them, but not as much as I am now, or as many as I am now. I don't know what it is this season, but all of them, I just want them all to like do well. And
I'm only attached to 2 of them, and that's because they're members of it.
And also, every fucking body in Korea, fuck you for sleeping on Seongwu, okay? Fucking talented ass man, and you guys just stay sleeping on him. Dumbasses.
Now, I did
Word.
look at the updated ranks, and the victim boys are 12 and 13.
Yes, I know they are.
So they're
But
right
still-
there. Yes.
Yeah, they're up there. But he still didn't win the vocal position challenge, which is bullshit, because Wooseok was good. Don't get me wrong. He's great. I love him as well. But Seongwoo not only carried that entire team, like every single person in that Produce, like everyone wanted him on his team. Literally everyone. Everyone had a breakdown when he went to the one team and not the other ones.
Yeah, I
And
was
him and
pissed.
Yoonhan together. Oh my god.
I was mad.
Yeah, I was upset. I was like, I feel like this is bullshit. He was a great leader and a great center, and you guys
I'm
just fucking
scared
didn't
that
care.
it's gonna be like JR. I
I have a feeling it is too.
And from the look of it, just like editing wise and all this stuff, and voting obviously, but I have a feeling that it's gonna be like a second JR, and that hurts me.
The thing is, I feel as far as like the other trainees and him, he has shown the best leadership qualities. So I'm hoping that, because the difference between this is the X element. So even if there's a 10 trainees, but the 11th trainee is going to be a accumulated number of votes that they've gotten throughout the season.
Yeah.
So if hopefully he continues to go up, all the votes he gets and all the challenges he wins and all the center positions he gets, all the votes from that will accumulate, and then a JR thing won't happen. Then it'll just be him as, number 11, which I'm hoping would happen.
Okay, well, in blah, 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 blah. In other news relating to GOT7, yay! They actually partnered up with Make-A-Wish Foundation. So they are going to be meeting with some of the kids from the foundation. I don't know exactly like if it's just going to be USA or Korea or like all over. But that's really exciting, and it's really, really sweet of them to do that and partner with them. And GOT7 is known to be sweet beans, so yay. Just a little good in the world. I'm very, very proud of them for doing this.
Yeah, it's super sweet.
Now, maybe we should start this with saying that there is a God and that he has listened to our prayers for the most part.
For the most part, indeed. This is where we get onto our very messed up topic that's going to take for a minute to talk. Anyways, YG and his brother, Yang Min-suk, are stepping down from being CEOs of YG Entertainment.
Woo! I never thought I'd live to see the day, but we finally spoke it into existence long enough for them to be like, okay, all right. The universe said, all right, here, bitch, here, there. They're gone now.
They're gone.
Yep. Now, the messed up part about this
That they
Is
had
that
to take someone down with them.
They had to take somebody down with them. And with that, we are going to move to our fuckery of the week, everybody. B.I. leaving iKon.
Jeez Louise. Like, when Carolina sent it, like, I saw it the next morning when I woke up, and I was like,
Same.
what? I was like, this is obviously, like, one of those, like, fake, like, The Onion type news articles. Like, it's not real. But then I saw that it was Soompi, and Soompi's, like, you know, Soompi's always there for me. So I knew it had to have been real. And I didn't understand how, like, the whole leader, like, the whole very core and being of this group is just, like, gone. Like,
Is iKon.
So
yeah,
He
like,
really
I don't,
is. I mean, he's
I
the
don't
sole
get it.
writer, producer. Like, he makes every song. So I'm thinking, obviously, he's leaving with his copyright. And, like, what's iKon gonna do? Not only that, but what we're watching right now is literally YG crashing and burning. Like, their whole empire to the ground.
Yeah.
And it's like, it took the power of Hanbin to leave, and then their stock reached an ultimate low, and now obviously YG and his brother, like, they're stepping down from being CEO and all this stuff. But then, you know, at what cost? Like, why does iKon need to suffer because of their messed up stuff? Not only that, but I'm very pissed at the fact that YG sent out his whole, like, all of his troops, his personal money, and all this stuff to try to save Seungri when Seungri did actually something super bad. And then when Hanbin, like, oh, I thought about doing drugs. Oh, you're kicked out. Bye. You're not in this company anymore. I'm not even going to fight for you.
okay, here's the thing. This is the thing. Literally you can go down the block of my house and every other person smokes weed in this apartment complex. People do it for health reasons. People do it just because they want to relax. They don't want stress. Okay. The fact that he was in a dungeon for 2 years, not making music, not doing what he was literally signed to a record label to do, and put him in such a place mentally that he thought that he had to do drugs to make himself feel better. First of all, why'd you fuck yourself for that one? Because this is the third artist that he's had, fourth artist that he's had that has been so mentally destroyed that they've turned to drugs and other things. So fuck you for that. Second of all, Top, Mr. T.O.P., love Big Bang. I love Big Bang, but this is some shit. Top went down and got charged for marijuana stuff. There was a whole investigation. He got charged for it. What did YGs do? Send out his top shooters to make sure nothing happened to that man. Got him in rehab, got his sentence reduced, and he's still in the motherfucking military. Okay, next motherfucking thing. This girl, this Han So-yu girl, this is the third artist that she's tried to take down. Well, she has taken down in YG. Top was the first one because she was the one that was smoking with him, and then Hanbin, and then she's part of the Seungri scandal too. And now suddenly her story's changing when because originally she was like, oh no, he didn't buy any LSD from me, he didn't buy any drugs from me, but now she's like, oh yeah, we met a few times. And I'm like, what's your ploy, bitch? Like, what's the story?
After that, she had a meeting with YG for an hour and a half.
Yeah, and then this is where Sungwoon from Winner gets involved, because after Hanbin tested positive, of course that shit's gonna go around the company. Who's the first person he fucking called? That bitch. And he was like, did you give him drugs? And she was like, oh, I met him like a month ago. Like, okay. He was like, that's not my question. My question was, did you give him drugs? And they went to the whole ass police station, the whole ass police investigation with more shit. No, now that we know YG got shooters on the police station, because all this shit just disappeared. Like, no, nothing, no, like, anything at all. But not only is this 3 years old, this happened in 2016. This is just now coming up.
And not only that, but it came up when he had a song with Lehigh that's doing very well on the charts.
Yep.
So this all comes up at this time. That's sketchy. Not only that, but we have the records of YG saying that iKon was always a mistake. He didn't like iKon. Mm-hmm. So this just makes you think, like, obviously there's somebody out there that has a vendetta with YG, and they're getting what they want, obviously, because YG is crashing and burning again. This is the first time that this is happening at such a big company. And again, it all ties again back to police corruption and corrupted government and corruption in the damn company. And it sucks that the artists are suffering with this. Because even just now, I just saw somebody like bashing Blackpink, like, oh, well, why are you guys at a show and like dancing and having fun when your company is crashing and burning? Because it has nothing to do with them.
Yeah, they're literally bashing Jenny for twerking on stage or something.
Yeah, like this whole mess has nothing to do with these other artists, and it sucks, which also brought up the question, like, are the other artists signed under YG, like, are they gonna get out?
Yeah.
But their contracts still have, like, you know, they still have a long time.
Yeah, as soon as that Burning Sun scandal happened, I would have jumped the fuck. I would have abort ship, put my life vest on and jumped.
Especially, like, even trainees and things like that. So, even, for example, let's look at Produce X101. There's 2 YG trainees on there.
Treasure Box. Those boys are not going to debut for a long-ass time.
And they are, like, suffering votes-wise and everything. Like, even screen time, they're suffering. Like, and it sucks. It really sucks because, you know, YG was a prestigious company. You know, being a YG trainee meant, like, oh my God, you're one of the top 3. Mm-hmm. But now that's a whole different connotation to it.
Now it's like, yikes. You're still there. Ooh,
like, you're still there? You better
get
out. Oof. And, you know, and obviously, like, we're just talking from, like, an international fan point of view. But I don't know if in Korea they still hold, like, oh, well, I'm a YG trainee. And people are just like, oh. But at this point, it's like, yikes. Exactly. I wouldn't want to be associated with this company at all.
But another thing that's completely garbage to me, it isn't even just YG and his brother that were garbage. The whole company is just fucked in a completely different way. This is what makes me say this. Like, I understand the whole thing. Hanbin leaving. Okay, fine. Whatever. BI left iKon because he left because he wanted to do it for his team, because he didn't want to put a stain on what he considers iKon's reputation. So he left YG, which is a very, very great thing to do. My problem was YG didn't fight for him. Even the entire company didn't fight for him like they fought for Top.
Yep.
And then as well, on the YG website, if you go there right now, it's still there.
Yes.
Still weird. There's a picture of Big Bang, even though Seungri is no longer a part of YG Entertainment. His face is still motherfucking right there on a picture with Big Bang.
Yep.
But guess who's not in a picture with fucking iKon? BI. Why? Are you saying that man smoking a little weed to get his head straight is worse than a man literally providing women for people to rape? Are you kidding me? Like, what kind of twisted shit do you have to think of for that to be an okay thing? Like, it's ridiculous to me.
I didn't know that his face was still on the YG website until now, when people were calling them out. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Not only that, but a whole day after BI left, they released statements that iKon was still going to go through with their entire Japan tour and still do all their activities as 6 members instead of 7 members. Literally at day, like lightning fast. Like, it was like the day after, and they was like, oh, iKon is still going to promote as 6 members. Like, don't worry about it. iKon's going to do their full Japan run. Like, is it that important to you? Like,
but my thing, and that's what makes me wonder too, like how quickly like they just tried to erase him from iKon. Like, was this like a setup? Because like, how did this even come about? Like, it was like 3 years ago. Like, why is it an issue now? Like, how did this even come out? And like, it's not like YG hasn't sabotaged careers before, you know. his wife.
So
I mean, like,
whole ass wife.
Yeah. And then on top of that, it also makes me wonder, like, how is this girl still just like walking around, like, spreading, like, you know, showing information about idols and drugs? Like, if she's a dealer,
she's still
or
a
is
whole
she
ass
like
plug?
an
Yes, like,
informant?
how?
Like, I don't understand how, like, she's out here telling the cops, oh yeah, he definitely does drugs because I sold him some. Yeah, him too, and him too. And they're like, oh, you used it? Okay, bye. Oh, you sell it? It's fine. Like, that, like, what?
She's
like,
on probation. Like, so she went to rehab for like 3 months. And like, she is on probation. So like, what's the thesis? How come the cops aren't like, oh, hey, what are you doing there?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. She has to be like
2016, but still.
Yeah,
it's either because she's obviously the middleman that tells the cops everything. And I mean, from what I read is that her family has money.
Yeah.
Like
Well, there you
her
go.
parents are somebody.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So,
So-
her parents have money, and she's definitely the middleman where they like say, "Hey, has this idol or this famous person ever bought from you?" And she's like, "Yeah," because like that's the only way I can think. Which also begs like, why mess with her? Like, why are people still like contacting her? Like,
Yep.
not to
Because
be
when
like
you're
that
desperate-
person, but I'm sure there are other plugs in Korea. Like, yo,
That's what I'm thinking too. I would go to the
Like-
unknown one.
yeah.
Like,
So what I've noticed in a trend with YG, and the only person that it didn't happen with was Top. But anytime any of his trainees or his artists mention anything about like their mental health, he just completely cuts them off. Taehyun was the same way.
Yep.
He let him leave Winner. Like, okay, whatever. B.I. is the same thing. Oh, you did drugs because of your mental health? Okay, bye. Park Bum, another fucking prime fucking
That's
example
true.
of a career he completely destroyed.
Yeah, that poor girl.
She went on literal prescribed medication for her anxiety disorder and her depression, and he had her labeled as a drug addict.
I also want to know like what's going to happen to the company, like what direction it's going to go, like who's going to be the new CEO. Are they going to like have someone come in and like clean up shop and be like, this isn't okay how things were ran, and like, you know, and like be better or be a voice for the artists? Or we're just going to have some like replacement little
Someone-
YG?
Yeah, someone
Like-
that was already in the company that YG bred to be exactly like he
Yeah.
is.
yeah, and that's
I don't want that shit.
this is where it needs to change then. Like,
Yeah.
like somebody new needs to come in here, take over, and like be again, like what Terika said, a voice for the artist. Because obviously what we're looking at right now is that YG could give two shits about his artists. They're like, can you make money? All right. Like, which begs the question too, like, how's Blackpink doing? Like, how's their mental health? How's obviously Lee Hi doing? Because she's been stuck in a basement all this time. The brothers, the brother and sister, Akmong, like, how are they doing?
Oh
Like,
my God.
yeah, like it just begs the question of how are these artists truly doing then if this company is treating them like this?
Which is really sad. So like we were saying, we need someone like not a part of YG, or someone who's like worked there and was always against it but didn't have enough power to like
It's that
Yeah.
one intern, the one intern that snitches on everybody.
Yeah.
We need him. We need him.
because like it's just really
her.
sad. Or her. And like I bet the artists are kind of just like for example, we said Blackpink's like performing and dancing. They're probably doing that because they're like, this may be my last time for a minute, so I need to
Yeah.
like enjoy this,
Live it
because
out.
like yeah, they have no clue that like where their company is
gonna
going to go
happen,
next,
yeah.
because now they don't have
I
a
feel
CEO.
like right now it's open-ended. Like, no one knows what's happening with YG. I don't even think YG Entertainment knows what's happening with YG.
Exactly.
I
So
don't
it's like,
think so.
what is there to do? What is there to say? Like, right now, it's just a rebuilding process. And I think it honestly makes me so sad. Like, because the way I think about it, I think about Black Label and how Seungri was like the upcoming CEO of Black Label, and then he was going to be the CEO of YG, whatever. But before Seungri was the CEO, Tableau was the CEO of Black Label, and he ran that shit like a whistle. Great. All the artists loved working with Tableau. Now, like, when you think about all the artists that are under YG, and you think about like how just manipulate, can Psy just like take all of them to P Entertainment, just be like, let's do a mass walkout, everyone come to me, it's fine, I got you. Okay, because Psy, he always talks so highly about all of like his juniors in YG and how much he loved them. And I'm just like, just take them all. Just call
take them,
BI
exactly.
up. Call BI up, be like, I got you. All in all, YG, fuck ups. Anyway, let's move on.
As quick as that. Yeah, we're over this. Hopefully shit gets resolved and BI thrives, and yes.
Let's get to comebacks. We'll start off with two members of BTS and Zara Larsson.
Dear God, that
Released.
screech.
Released a brand new day. Tae and Hobie, and I'll let the resident Hobie and Tae stands now. Finally, they left my man's lane to talk about the song.
Okay, first of all, they made the song as an apology to us.
They did.
It's a brand new day, so it's a brand new, everything.
A
so.
brand new phase in our relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what they meant.
I am living for the backtrack of this song. It is so funky, I guess is the word I would say.
Yeah,
It has like a lot of Afro beats to it.
of course it does.
Afro beat vibes.
Yeah.
you are 100% correct. The song is about being scared to follow your dreams, but doing it. And then being so happy that you did, that you finally like took that leap of faith of doing it. And to me, it was pretty funny because it came out like the day after we had like that long talk about like us being scared about the future.
Yeah.
The lyrics just spoke deeply into my soul, and also our baby sounded really great.
Yeah, Tae's voice is so good in this song, and like just the mixture of like Zara Larsson's song, and I also like that I can sing along to her part. Like I'm slowly learning the lyrics so I can pretend that it's really me on the track, and like I'm on the collab. So it's like my next shower song, and like I don't know, I think this unit with Tae and Hobie, and not just because like me and Cynthia's biases, but like I just think they work, like they sound really good together. Like I like the combination of their voices together, and the song is everything, and I'm so happy. And just in case you don't follow me on social media, as soon as the song dropped, I looked outside and the sky was literally the same color as the album artwork, and I was like, wow, this is definitely a sign of some sort. I don't know what this means, but it's a sign.
It is a sign. Right. I also love the dance, the dance break in the middle of the song.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Okay. I'm vibing with it.
I feel like Hobie's and Tae's like voices together go super well together. I just wish that Tae had more ad-libs towards the end like Sarah Larson did.
Yeah, and also too, I think it's because they were just like, yeah, it's literally just for a video.
I mean, either way, I feel like it's BTS. They're gonna be like, no, this needs to be perfect, even if it's for just a video game.
That is,
So yeah,
that's very true, because the fact that they're releasing a whole soundtrack
extra.
for a video game.
If that does not scream extra, I don't know what else does. I feel like the music in the background, that little like the instrumental of the video game, is gonna be on the album too.
Yeah, so I'm really excited, and the song is so good, and I didn't expect anything less from them. Also, shout out to all the like African armies that started this whole like dance challenge thing that's going around with this song. It's amazing. It's beautiful. You're wonderful. You're validated. Cool beans.
Very talented.
Yes.
Another group that had their comeback, Monsta X, came back with Who Do You Love? Featuring French Montana, and the song is all in English too, so, and it's a bop. So
I was not expecting it to be in like all English.
Me neither.
Like I really wasn't. And it also low key sounds like it could be like like was it a Justin Timberlake that I said song? I don't know. It sounds like it'd be on the radio, and there's an artist, and I forgot to write it down, that it sounded like it could be their
The
song.
bass in this song is everything. Just putting that out there. The
What?
bass.
The
bass in the
bass,
song
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the drop.
Oh my god, it's so good. And it's like such like it gave me a vibe of like the 80s, like an 80s mystery movie. And that song, like, you know?
Well, I would like to say that I know that we talk about this a lot, but when yes, but let me finish. So I'm listening to the song, right, and I just have this envision of me stepping onto the ring, right, in an all white leather jumpsuit. And then my hair is in pigtails, and I have a drink in my hand, and I am just rollerblading around town to this song,
sticking to your jumpsuit, like literally sweating.
Ooh.
A leather jumpsuit? Oh, girl.
Listen, fashion is, not about being comfortable all the time, okay?
You're right.
If I look cute, I'm gonna wear it.
I love the style for Monsta X, like that slow, sultry, like
Yeah, no,
R&B
it's
type.
nice.
Like,
It's real nice.
woo! It was, and then I know that they posted on Instagram this video of Wonho dancing to it. I was like, "Ooh, honey, you better stop that, but continue, thank you."
Speaking of honey, Joo-han as a vocalist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god, he starts the song, and like, let me just say, the ad libs that he does up towards the end too. Like, oh my god, come through, baby boy. Like, his voice really like honey. Joo-honey.
I wonder if they're going to perform this on their tour. They definitely should.
I
would
think
hope
they
so.
will. Yeah.
Yeah. But French went super good with them too.
Yes.
I feel like his verse was so nice.
And I love that in his verse,
well.
he said something, he was just like, oh, like, they're coming Monsta with Montana or something. I was just like, what?
Yeah.
Like, it was dope. It was really dope.
Though I'm personally not a fan of French Montana because of some things that he's said.
Yes.
I do rock with his music and I rock with this collab, but whatever. And he also made a lot of cool references that I don't know if like people who are strictly into K-pop would know. Like he talked about like we're like fighting over beefs and like Brandy and Monica, and I was like, ha!
Yes.
Because the boy is mine. Sorry. I was like, oh. And he also talked about Chew Chains, and he said titty boy. I said, ha, titty.
Yeah. Titty. It's one host
Yeah.
part of the
He
big man titty committee.
But yeah, shout out to
Yeah, but
Chew
that
Chains.
whole
Just on the
thing,
song.
the falsetto, that who do you love? I was like,
Yeah, it's
Yes.
so good. It's so good.
And I'm really happy because I have a feeling this is gonna get radio play, and it's incredible because
yeah.
yeah,
obviously,
it's a great
it-
Western song.
exactly, and it gives people because obviously that argument of it's in Korean, why is it on the radio, nobody can understand that. I'm like, bitch, they're singing in English, I don't know what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it sounds like it should be already on radio. Like, it sounds like something that would be played now. So, like, I have no doubts that it will be played.
Monsta.
They've come far, and I'm really, really happy for them. Really, very proud. Like, they're doing the damn
Song's
thing.
a bop. Everyone should listen to it and request it at your radio stations. Everybody.
Let's go. iZone, IZ1, iZone A, whatever you want to
iZone
call
A.
them, came back with Buenos Aires, which it's technically a Japanese track. So yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I love IZ1, but this is not it for me. The visuals of the music video are incredible.
Very pretty.
Same with the choreography. It was amazing. Like, the choreography took me, like, won me over. Yeah, but the song itself, not the best. I feel like their vocals didn't stand out because they were singing all together throughout the whole thing, and it just sounded like a mess, really. Now, I don't know if this, obviously this is for the Japanese public, so I don't know if this is what's hot over there, like the group vocals throughout the whole song. But in my opinion, I was just like, that made it sound very messy when you're listening to it.
Yeah, I'm going to be real with you, homie. I don't even remember the song.
Dang.
Like, because I just remember watching the video and I just thought it was so pretty, and I think I just didn't focus on the song.
She intentionally forgot the song.
The thing I feel like about them is like their Japanese stuff and their Korean stuff is so different from one another. So
Yeah.
I feel like if you're a fan of their Korean music, you're not going to be a fan of what they release in their Japanese music. So
I mean, the different groups do it all the time, like Korean groups, like their Japanese like stuff sounds very different, and it's just because of that market. So I feel, but at that same time, yeah, you expect some type of like similarity.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, for example, Monsta X releasing this English song, like, it still sounds like Monsta X. Like, this is definitely a song that I wouldn't be surprised if they have a Korean version.
That feels so weird to say. Like, they're like, I wouldn't be surprised if they had a Korean version of this song as opposed
I know,
to
right?
the other way around. Sorry, I was just like, wow.
the next, well, technically not a comeback. The next debut we're going to talk about is Somi's Birthday. I fuck with this song heavy.
Same.
It's so good. Oh my god, it's so good.
I liked it too. I remember when I saw that it was released and I sent it to our group chat, and like my first concern was just like, oh god, I hope that like the crap that's happening on YG doesn't overshadow her debut, because like she left like JYP because she wasn't like she was trapped away.
Also.
Yeah, and then she like sat in the YG dungeon after that. So I was like, please Lord, like this timing is just. But it's a great song. It's a bop.
Lyric wise, and she said that I have all the boys in my yard and she gonna shake it like a Polaroid picture. I said, you're right, girl. All right.
My favorite was the oops, you're not invited.
Yes, that's my favorite part too. It was stuck in my head.
It's like, you're not invited to my booty shaking party. Get out. Bye.
So she's 19, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just turned 19.
So were Polaroids still like a thing when she?
No.
Well, they're coming back now.
Oh yeah, now it's like
Yeah,
vintage, right?
And they're super expensive for some dumb reason, but
Yeah, they
yeah.
are. And like it's hard now because if you get like an original one, like to find someone to develop it, because all of the like Polaroids now they're like instant. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
so
love-
good. I don't know why. Also, it kind of reminded me of Avril Lavigne's, like when
Like,
she went through that whole
The girlfriend shit.
Yes.
Love that face.
Let me introduce this. For Carolina. Our next comeback is Carolina's. What is his ranking? Third, fourth?
Oh my god. I have a feeling
Second?
it's like he's like number 3 probably.
Carolina's third man on her top list.
Is he number 2?
Who's your number 2?
Who is
Me
my
too.
number
I
two?
was like 3. Who's 2?
No, I feel Ong Sung-woo is probably number 2 when Yoongi comes out to him.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
why I was like,
no
what?
way you love Yoongi more than Ong.
So Carolina's.
I love Yoongi more than you.
So if,
Damn, man, don't question my love for Yoongi. I would still slap a man for that man.
I mean,
literally. Carolina's number 2 after Yugium has come. It's not technically a debut. It's just an advertisement song for Pepsi, but
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a fucking commercial.
it's a commercial song. But it's okay because we're gonna let Carolina have this because she's been starving, just like I've been starving with Daniel.
Oh my God.
And we're gonna let her freak out about it.
Can't
Ong
relate.
Sung-woo came. I'm not gonna say came back. Ong Sung-woo released a song called Heart Sign for Pepsi, which is a
Featuring
commercial,
Pepsi.
which is an advertisement.
Featuring a lot
This
of
is a
Pepsi.
commercial. This is a commercial song, not a comeback, not a debut. Go, Carolina.
Oh my God. Okay, listen. I've been starving off of Ong Sung-woo for so long, and I'm so happy they picked him to do the song. It goes super well with him. It's a very like fresh and summery, of course, because yes, we're in summer and Pepsi and all this stuff. But honestly, I watched the music video. I reacted to it. Everybody can go watch it on our YouTube page. And I just want to say that did I cry? Low-key, yes. There was a tear that rolled down my cheek as I watched this thing. He is adorable, so cute. And I love how good he looks in blue, okay? So, Pepsi, thank you.
God.
After watching that, I wanted a Pepsi. I never drink soda, okay? So, it works. It works. The advertisement works, okay? But I do want to say that there is one lyric in this damn stupid song that I know that Pepsi knew what they were doing. Whoever wrote this song knew. Because it says, you and me to be together forever, even if it's elsewhere. We always one of one. How dare you? How dare they? How dare they do this to me? Yo, you can watch it in the reaction, but I lost it. I could not. I thought that for real. He had said we always one of one, and I was losing it. I cannot believe that they put me through this emotional distress. And I feel like it just fits him. His voice is super nice. It's super fresh. He still looks beautiful. He's so handsome. I love him so
The
much.
song would have been more superior if he did it for a Dr. Pepper because Pepsi's trash.
You right.
You know what? I wouldn't even be mad because he looks great in red. So it would have worked either way. Listen, Ong Sung-woo can come at me and be like, this plastic pencil is the best thing ever. You need to buy 15 of them. I'll buy them right now. There you go. Give it to me. Thank you. Yep, that's the best thing I've ever bought.
Carolina went out last night and bought a whole case of Pepsi. Little do y'all know.
We love someone that supports his man. I mean, no man.
Yeah, damn.
His
But
man,
yes.
whatever you identify as, go for it. But this is a great song. It suits him very well.
Yes.
I enjoyed it. He's so like bubbly and fresh, so this was just like the perfect song for him, and I can't wait for him to actually make his real debut.
I know. And I love that they included, too, his love for photography because he was taking pictures and stuff. And I'm like, oh, my God. This is so
Here
love.
she goes.
Just good. Okay. And even at the beginning, he's inside eating like macarons or whatever. And like he just dropped it in his face. And I was just like, you're a comedic genius just standing there making a face. Look at that. You're so funny. Like I was like, you're just an all around human being. Okay. Like talented and everything. Like I want the best for him everywhere. Like for everything he does, success. Thank you.
Amazing. We love this for you.
I love him so much. Wow.
The next comeback we're going to talk about, I'm going to let Terica talk about this one because she loves this man.
It's so tiny and cute.
Giriboy came back with a song called I'm Sick. My 2 cents. I love this man's flow. He's just an all-around great like musician, so an artist. So I really love his shit. I love this song.
Amen.
Yes, flow. Yes, rhythm. Yes, beat. Yes, Terica, take it away.
Yes.
Everything that Kat said times 10. I think I've mentioned this before. Giriboy was one of the first like K hip hop artists that I found like on my own, and like I was really drawn to him because like the way he makes his music, like it's hip hop and it's rap, but he always adds some type of like quirk to it. Like
Yeah.
his flow, like it's just different. So it's like he's over here rapping, and he could be rapping about like shooting with his gangsters and drinking with his homies, but it's just like really quirky to the point where it's like, you're not doing that. Y'all are drinking Dr. Pepper on the couch playing video games. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's such a great artist. And like she said, his flow is great. And I like this song because I think it was different from like the last thing that I listened to from him. It's a little more like, than like his previous like songs that I listened to. But yeah, I liked the flow of it, and I liked the collabs. Like everybody fit on the song. Like they all had their like individual, unique like flow to it, but it all meshed well. And there's this one artist, because I don't know artists like hip hop artists by faces, but I know their names. And there's this one guy, he was the second one to rap, not counting Giriboy. He sounded like he was 12.
I do want to say the rest of the album is incredible.
Of course.
It's so good, and it's funny because I think we mentioned it before, and Kat has mentioned it before, how these artists like sometimes put like the most like hype or like most hip hop song as the title, but the rest of the album is like mad chill, and that's how I feel about this whole album. Like it's super chill, and even like Tokyo is my favorite song off the album.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like this song, it was really like but a lot of his other stuff that I like listen to and like love, it's like super chill. So that's why like when I saw this was like my favorite things for him are his like chill things.
Everybody, if you're not into like super hip hoppy and rap heavy things or whatever, the rest of the album is super chill. It's really good and gives you just like an all around of like different genres in it. So definitely worth checking out.
Yes.
Especially Tokyo, okay? It's the first song in the damn album. You got this, okay? You got this.
I always find that when it comes to like our hip hop or R&B albums, I always prefer the rest of the album songs rather than the title song.
Yeah, exactly.
So, the next comeback we have is Mr. Yoonho of TVXQ. Came back with a song called Follow. It is a bop. I love when artists make songs that fit their age, and I feel like this fits his age. It was very mature, very sexy. I was just like, yes, get your shit. We love that you're like 30 something and still killing it.
I feel like this was shade at D&E.
Let them hit the whoa and do the whatever for a minute.
I feel like this song could have been like on the soundtrack of a movie like Fast and Furious or something.
Oh, actually, what this music video reminded me of, there's this movie from Spain. It's called Tres Metros Bajo el Cielo, and it's one of my favorite movies ever, and it is the embodiment of that movie, okay? It literally is. I was watching this, and I was like, what the fuck? What? Did he just, like, take the set and all the characters and decide to just reenact this whole movie in 3 minutes? I love that for him. Yes, go off, King.
Yep. But I agree. I feel like it was very, like... Obviously, even with the lyrics, when he's like, follow me like a robot, I was like, I mean, I guess, like, all right. And his voice is always like, it sounds like a little, like a sexy whisper in your ear type thing. Yeah. Like, Yoonho's doing some ASMR. And and it's freaking great. Yeah, no, it's, I feel like, yeah, like it fits him very, very well. And again, fits his age as well. Even the outfit, too. He was killing it in that glittery suit. I was like, hell yeah. You do it. You do it, boy.
You do it. But yes, we love the song, love the visuals. We love a man. Speaking of men, the next comeback we're going to talk about.
Oh, my God.
Lay. He came back with a song called Honey. This choreo.
Sheep. Oh, my God.
Honey, this choreo.
Yes.
Boy,
yes,
oh boy.
choreo.
You know, I never disappoint. I should know. He's in October, baby. We're like 6 days apart. Like,
You right.
this is, oh my God, Lay.
You know what's great, though, is that at the beginning of the music video, it's like this bee, and I like had to pause it because I was laughing. I was like, what am I getting myself into?
Because you never know with him. Like, you
exactly.
never know.
because if I think about Lay, like, he's super sexy, super fine, like, dancing on point, super talented, but then you see him in an interview, and I'm just like, you a little, like, fluffy bunny.
Yeah.
Literally.
So then I was just like, okay, I see this bee, like, obviously, I'm just like, I had to pause it and laugh and be like, okay, what the hell am I getting into? But then he showed me what I was getting into because,
and boy, did we get into it.
Like, he was dancing, like, half naked. He was feeling himself. He said, girl, don't catch feelings because I have hoes in different area codes. That's exactly
he literally
what he
did.
said.
He said, I have different flavors all in my phone. I said, you right.
Ooh.
You right.
My favorite part though was when he was laying like okay, he's shirtless, but that's not why that's my favorite part.
Is
Okay,
it 'cause he's
everybody.
glittery?
Yes.
Sure, Carol.
Damn, Terica.
Did Fenty sponsor
Yes.
him? Is that
Yo.
like the fairy dust all over him? I was like, ooh.
Like I was living my best life when he showed up with the little glitter water and he was just in it. I was
he
like,
was
oh, this is it.
glowing.
Or the whole she a Harry Potter girl, so I got the magic and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
He was.
I
really,
guess we're doing this now.
He was really.
I was
feeling
just like,
himself.
calm down, please. Like,
Just a couple notches down, but the song itself about
Yeah, it really is. Like it's so like you just want to like body roll to it. You're just like okay, like I
yeah,
like
I
it.
mean, the beat is super dope. So yes,
Yeah.
I feel that statement a lot.
if I was a stripper, this would be my song.
You're
I
right.
feel it. And it's called honey, like I'm dripping honey. So why don't you give me some honey, aka money? Okay, let's go. Look at that, honey and money, it goes together.
It comes together. I feel
Okay.
like
Honey.
this is like my favorite that he's released in a minute because like I really
Yeah,
like
same.
the what you do, what you need. I forgot what it's called. What you need. Then there were a couple of other ones, and I was like, oh boy, but this is it. This is it.
He found the honey.
Oh, he did.
You right. The next comeback we're going to talk about, I had to put it in because I'm really excited about it. Wei Ched, who is a producer, came out with a full-length album. I'm not sure what the title song is. No idea. But I put Risk on because I felt like it was the song that you guys would like the most.
It's
out of all of his
amazing.
album.
It's good. It's real
It's
good.
so good. I need to go look. I didn't even know that there was a full-on album, so which means I need to go find it because this song is a bop.
Yeah, it's a full-length album. So what I really like about the entirety of the album is that each song is a very different type of hip-hop or R&B. This one specifically, it features an artist named Yura, and she's super, super good. I love her voice. And then Hoyun, who's a rapper for Illionaire, if you guys don't know.
Oh,
And yeah, I just feel like their voices went really well together. The beat was just super sexy and like just a very smooth type of hip hop. But the entirety of the album is so good. And he has features from like Changmo, CK is on there, and Hashwan is on there, and Coogie and stuff. So his entire album is super dope. And this is his first full length. Like he's released EPs and stuff. But he is a really dope up-and-coming producer, and I'm really excited to see what else he comes up with. He's similar to Groovy Room in the way that I don't feel like he sticks with one genre.
Oh, good. That's nice.
So I was super impressed by the album, and I'm super impressed by him in general. So yeah, I chose Risk because when I was listening to the album, I was like, I don't know, some of these are too like hip-hop, so I know like Carolina won't like fuck with it. And then some of them aren't like hip-hop enough, so I know that Terica wouldn't fuck with it. So I was like, I'm gonna give it a happy medium.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm intrigued. I don't know who this person is, but this song is pop, so I was like, I need to go find it. I need to go find who this person is. I need to wait for Kat to talk about it.
He fine.
Because I'm just like, this beat is sick. I loved it. Loved the combo of that with the girl's voice. I was just like, wow, like, oh yes.
Yes, it's so good.
We love discovering new music in this podcast, okay?
I really do.
It is the time now we've all been waiting for. I'm so excited to talk about ATEEZ. Okay. Our moderator for today is going to be Miss Terica. Woo!
Okay.
For Terica.
I chose to moderate this because I tried to pretend that ATEEZ didn't exist for a very, very long time. I didn't have the funds or the time to get into a new group, especially right when they were getting ready to tour. So I decided that this would be a good way for me to hear their opinions, and because I'm trying to get into them now. I got my eyes
She
on
broke.
a couple of them, so we'll see what happens.
San.
And Chingy.
And Mingy. Chingy.
So, I'm going to start
God.
off by saying that I really, really like their music, and they seem like really, really funny and sweet guys, and I'm probably going to fall in love with them by the end of the week. So, to kick this off, let's start with the very first song, which is Utopia. Let's work our way around. So, let's start with Cynthia. How you feeling, girl?
Okay.
Well,
Girl, how you
okay, so this song, it reminds me of Atlantis in the best way possible, obviously, because, Utopia, you see what I did there? Okay. But the song, when you read the lyrics, it's about following your dreams, even if people are, like, laughing at you, and I find that message, very important. This whole album is actually pretty much about that, like about their journey per se, about following their dreams.
Yeah.
And getting
like overcoming hardships and just following their dreams no matter what.
yeah, no matter what anybody says. And I find that so beautiful, and the song really spoke to me because that's exactly what we're trying to do.
I know, like, I'm just like, how relatable is K-pop nowadays? Like, dang. But I love Jungho's voice in this. Like the rest of the album, I'm probably gonna say this a lot, but I love that towards the end he's just like, whoa, and it's like the best part of the song, just because he's just belting out. It's great. It gets you hyped though, like, and I feel like it's a good start to the album compared to the rest of the songs.
Yeah, for sure. I love the chorus. The every day, every night, here we go. Because, like, I feel like it's a build-up, and you're just like, yes! And then you're like, but I do love how we talked about the lyrics being about dreams and stuff, and I love that it is a common factor throughout the entirety of the lyrics of the album.
Yeah.
I specifically liked how the lyrics in all the songs, but I'm going to start with Utopia, how each song kind of is a different element of dreaming. So, like, Utopia is, like, dreaming of a place, like, a different place. Like, I know there's a lyric that was like, oh, like, we see beyond the clouds or something like that, and that this is our treasure in the clouds. And, like, that it's when you find Utopia, that's what it is. And so I love that it was this element of dreaming. And I love that Cynthia pointed out Atlantis, because that's the first thing I thought about when I read the lyrics, the English lyrics, when they were like, oh, like, a treasure in the clouds. I was like, oh, it's fucking Atlantis. And I was just like, you know, this is super dope. It's super, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not really like a transy pop song, but it's very poppy, but in a very dreamy way.
Yeah.
And which I really like. And
Yeah.
their voices collectively together just go so well. And ATEEZ right now, for me, has one of the best vocal lines, because not only do they just suit each other really well, but they're powerful and, like, gentle at the same time in the same song.
Yeah, and they know how to work with each other, knowing, like, what would
Exactly.
work best for each voice type thing. Because if you listen to a song, you're just like, wow, like, I could not have seen, like, anybody else but Junho doing that. Like, you know, like,
Yeah.
or San doing that. Like, things like that.
I feel that, because what I noticed when I was looking at the songs and, like, listening and stuff, San actually ends a lot of the songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really like that. And, like, now I feel like I'm just going to be expecting that forever now. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I think it fits. I think, like, he's just a nice, like, wrap up for everything. But that's just...
Yeah, well, his voice is delicate, but not in a way that it's soft. So, you know, you have, like, Woo Young and Seonghwa, who have very delicate voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their
But
voices are
very soft. Yeah.
And then you have Jungho, who's the power
God,
vocal,
vocal
obviously.
king.
So his voice can do
Baby.
things that, like, no one should be able to do.
Amazing.
And then you have the two in the middle, which is San and Yusung, and what they do is they have a very, like, baritone voice, but in a very, like, sexy and soft way. And I don't know how they found, like, this niche that they're doing when it comes to the vocal line, but man, they are fucking pulling it off. And the rapping too, like Mingi and Hongjeong, like, especially Hongjeong, like, he is so eccentric. Like, what he does and his rapping style is, like, unprecedented. Like, no one in K-pop is doing that.
You're
Yes,
right
I
about
agree.
that.
I have many things to say more about him later on in the album.
Yeah.
But also, I really love the fact that him and Mingi wrote in most of all the songs except the one that's like when they're like whispering.
Oh yeah.
The Crescent? Yeah,
Crescent, yeah. But they literally wrote and participated in each and every song of this album, and I just
I love it.
talented.
Yeah, but this is definitely one of my favorite songs on the album. How do you feel about it, Terica?
I liked what you said about because I actually wrote that down, how it's, like, poppy, but, like, in a dream-like way, so you kind of feel like you're, like, floating. I don't know. And I also like the way they said Utopia, like the way they, like, broke it up. Like, I really liked it.
Oh my god, yes!
I was like, oh, that's different. So, yeah, no, I liked it. I think it was a good way to kick off the album, especially because, like you said, the whole thing was about kind of, like, following your dreams, no matter what people say, or, like, no matter, like, how hard it may be. And I thought that was really clever, like, if your whole album's going to be about dreams, to make the first song, like, dream-like, like, in the way that it feels. So yeah, this next song though, Illusion, is actually one of my favorite. I have two favorite songs. This is one of my favorite songs on the album.
Ooh. Go off, Queen.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I just instantly thought about Peter Pan.
Yes.
When I read the lyrics, there's like a lot of like them saying like "follow me," and Peter Pan's like, "Oh, come on, guys," and then like they talk about like the stars, and that's Peter Pan's
And
whole
it's
thing.
funny that you mentioned that, because I know that San is the one that says, "Oh, will you follow me?" And I'm just like, you don't even have to ask. Like, that half of like Stan Twitter already is like at your feet. So
Obsessed
I don't
with
understand
you,
why they
literally.
put him
Yeah.
why they put him to say, "Oh, will you follow me?" Like, duh. Like, I'm saying, like,
Yeah, and
hello.
then they also talk about like at one point they like talk about how they kind of lose track of the time and they don't know what day it is, and I was like, literally Neverland, like. You don't know what day it is. You're just the same age forever. And it also has the feel of like the Pied Piper situation too. And like there's a lyric that says like, "On the iridescent oceans we hold hands and dance like mad." And I was like, that's so cute. I don't know. I really like the feel of this song. Like it's kind of fun and playful, but like at the same time kind of
So
sexy.
cute.
And I really like it.
Yeah, and you know what though? Like I remember when the teasers came out, I thought that Illusion was gonna be more of like a sultrier song. But then you watch it and you watch with the music video, and it's way cuter.
Yeah,
Than what
it's
they
super
made it sound to
fun.
be.
With their little
And-
pirate ship. It's like, oh.
Yeah, and all I could think about though when they showed that pirate thing, the pirate ship, I was just like, is this that SpongeBob episode? You're good.
Oh
You're
my
good.
I thought about
God.
Treasure Planet when I saw that. I was like, oh my gosh, Treasure
I
Planet?
literally thought about Peter Pan because I thought about
But
Captain
yeah,
Hook.
I thought of Peter Pan, but then when they showed the flying the flying ship,
Her
all
mind
I
went
could
to
think about
SpongeBob.
was that SpongeBob episode.
Oh my gosh.
Your mind always goes to SpongeBob. The
It
song
does.
kind of just like, the song embodies to me when you meet someone like at a party and you're like partying and having a good time, but you're like getting to know each other and you're like watching the sunrise together. And you're just like, oh, okay, that's cool. And it's like about like, I don't know, like a summer fling or whatever.
I really again, this is the lyrics. It goes from now. I feel like they went to Utopia. Now they're in Utopia. Is what I feel like. This song is because Utopia is an illusion. So like it's not real. It's not something that's there, but it's with you because they talk about like, oh, flowers dancing to the beat of this song, da 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 da, and then I feel like. Because there's a part in the music video where San and Hyunjung are looking at a map, but there's nothing on it. You just see their silhouettes.
Yeah.
And so it's like the illusion that kind of like Utopia exists, I guess, and like there's a place for dreams and things like this. But I really specifically love, again, I'm going to talk about him again, Hyunjung's verse. There's a verse where his flow is like, I don't know, it reminds me of a frog, and it literally, the lyrics are about a frog in that part where he's like, did-it-did-do, did-it-did-do.
Yes. Okay, so that is such a good verse, and it made me curious to know what the hell he was saying. It was so like, because all I could think about is like in Spanish, I'm just like, what he's saying, toro-ta-ta-ta, toro-ta-ta-ta, and I'm like, what? So like, but the rhythm and how he said it made me want to be like, all right, I'm so curious, I need to know what the hell he actually means.
Yeah. And that's one of my favorite parts of this entire album was just his verse in that song because it went so well with the ooh, 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 like that whole melody that they have the entirety of the song. And for me, this was just like, it was so cute. And even the live stages, they put on this like super cuteness, and they're like, they did a complete 180 of what they've been doing with like Holla Holla and Say My Name when it comes to this album. And I loved it. And I feel like, for me, again, it's like a story, like they're in Utopia now. It's an illusion that they're in Utopia, and it's
Maybe
dope.
it's like a
and I really
fairy
liked it.
tale.
Like as we talk about the album, like you'll notice, like this story continues, which is a great segue for this next song,
Which is Crescent. And I'm gonna be real, I looked for the lyrics, like I couldn't find them like on YouTube.
Nobody, they don't say anything in the song.
That's why, okay, I didn't listen to it because I listened to it on YouTube when I was looking for it. And I was like, are there no lyrics to this song? Like, what the heck is happening?
So Crescent is like a transition track between Illusion into Wave.
And it's also the introduction to a video game.
What?
That's what it sounds like.
Does it?
Okay. because this is my theory. So you have this crescent, which is like the interlude, and I still think it's a transition between illusion and wave, because when you listen to it and you watch the music video at the end of illusion, this I think pretty sure this is the song that's playing.
Yeah.
And it says open your eyes. So it's like they're not dreaming. It's like not an illusion. Like things are really happening. Like what they were just thinking right now, it was all a dream, and now they're like awake and realizing what's going on. Because from crescent it goes into wave, and even in the music video from illusion at the end you can tell that what they're wearing and stuff and the set and everything is for wave.
Yeah.
Now, so it's just like, I mean, I've talked about this and how much I love like when songs just go into each other and things like that.
Yeah.
And like, this is beautiful.
It's perfect because like what I was saying with the storytelling from like Crescent, because it goes into illusion. So how it was for me, like I said, they were in Utopia. Utopia was illusion. Now Crescent is their way of coming back, because literally the first lyric in Wave is, we're here on the ocean blue, somewhere on the waves, we don't know where to go, but we're still together. And so I feel like that signifies them realizing that their dreams aren't only like figmented, like they're not only in another world, that they can have them in reality as well.
I don't know if it's just because like, okay, so Wave is my favorite song off the album for sure. Like I'm so happy that this ended up being the single and things like that. And this song is so good. It's such a bop. And I freaking love Mingy in this, okay?
Yes!
Like,
but he just like
dear
jumps in, he's like,
God.
"Oh, man!" He's just like real extra and hard, and I was like, wow, I think I love
Oh my
him.
gosh, he definitely was the highlight of this song for me. When he first said that, I was like,
I felt that, like, when all I heard was come back, I was like, oh, this is it. This is the song. Not only that, but then after that, he's like, Hakuna Matata, yo. And I'm like, yeah, it's so good. That right there, and the beat for it, and I'm just like, it's giving me, like, tropical beats compared, like, in there. And it's like, that mood is like, I'm gonna have a worry-free summer. Like, we've overcome, like, some things, and we're ready to have fun. Like Hakuna Matata style, like that's it. Like
exactly.
it means
I
no
want to
worries.
lay in a hammock with a Bloody Mary in my hand.
I like how she made Hakuna Matata sound so Spanish.
Hakuna Matata, yeah.
What?
Yo, it's so good. Like this is definitely my favorite song of the album. It's so lit, and also how I saw it too is that it could be like the wave is like the struggle that they're trying to get over, because in the lyrics they're saying how, you know, we just have to keep on reaching and going up like from that wave, and we can see the sky, we can reach the sky type thing. I also thought that maybe like they were the wave, you know, they're moving up and down trying to figure out their route, and whatever happens, you know?
Yeah.
Their Mystic Messenger route? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Like,
it had like story theme, like with like Crescent or whatever, and flowing into it. Like I thought maybe like she said, they woke up from their dream, but like the waves are, like you said, like their hardships or whatever. So now that they've realized the dream and they woke up from like the whole like, we've debuted, everything is great, fancy, like everything's happy, and now it's just like, oh crap, now like maybe you can think of it as like their hardships, or like maybe like negative comments, or like other people like saying, oh, like everyone's calling them monster rookies, but blah blah blah, you know what I mean? Like there was a lot of like some people that were trying to like downplay like how talented they are. So maybe like those waves are just like, okay, now that we're off the high of like finally realizing our dreams by debuting, and now it's like, here comes like, now we have to fight to keep that title of monster rookie, and now we have all these like people who may be doubting us and things like that. So they're trying to like work through those waves.
Yeah.
And I feel like specifically that is the message, because between the lyrics that are like the waves are rolling in, they say Hakuna Matata. So it's like Hakuna Matata, yeah, and then they're like the waves are rolling in. So then they do like that. So for me, obviously, you know, if the Lion King taught us anything, is that Hakuna Matata means no worries. So it's like the waves are rolling in, no worries. We got happening, this. No worries. We got this. Yeah.
Yep.
So and they mention a lot of like we, and the we that I take this as like, oh, like we is ATEEZ we. So like the we in this song is them talking about themselves. Yeah. And then at the end, you know, where they're like, the rougher the better, because we're playing on it. Like, we just got it going. If the moment is our wave, don't be afraid to face it harder. And then literally the last lyrics are don't worry over the waves over there, which literally leads into Aurora.
Yes!
Which I thought was so dope. Like when I first like read, because I did them in order, obviously, when you read the lyrics. So like I did them in order, and then like the lyrics for Aurora, the first ones are literally the light of every color and shape in front of you, and then it's like the obscure boundaries from line to line. So it's saying like, oh, don't worry, now we're here. And what I think is dope is that Wave is the story of ATEEZ, and then Aurora is the story of ATEEZ and Atiny.
Yes!
And
Oh my god!
so
It's beautiful!
good.
Wow! Amazing! I agree. I thought of the same thing the whole time. I was like, oh my god!
Wow.
Yo, it's because, like, I mean, like, I've said it before, but, like, songs that go into each other and, like, relate to each other or anything like that on an album, like, because this is why I listen to albums in order.
Oh, yeah, I
Because
do that, too, when I first listen.
Yeah, because I feel like when you listen to the album in order, that's because they thought of, there's a thought process behind how the order in an album is put. And I think that's why every time I listen to an album for, like, first listen, I have to do it that way because it's that way for a reason and I need to figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Terica, introduce the next song because I'm about to go the fuck off about it.
Okay. Well, to wrap up Wave, they had a lyric about the Mississippi River. And I was really appreciative about it because I've been on the Mississippi River, and so now I just feel really connected to ATEEZ. So the next song that they've already been screaming about, so it's like, why am I even introducing it, is Aurora. Okay. And I don't know if they were like going for the feel of like Aurora Borealis, like in Alaska. I almost say Africa. I don't know why. But right. I guess we'll start with Kat. They go to Cynthia and then make our way to Carolina. So Kat, go ahead.
Okay, here we fucking go, because I got a lot to say about my favorite song on the album. I literally, when I first heard the song, when the album came out, I listened to it straight away. I listened to it in order, whatever. But when Aurora came on, I was like, oh, okay, I like this. And it's like, again, very dreamlike, very pretty. And then when the chorus came along, I literally felt like I was flying. Like, there was no other way to describe it. I felt like there were little fairies under me, like, dragging me off into, like, a dream world.
Amazing. It was Tinkerbell and her little powder.
Her fairy dust. And the lyrics.
Yes.
We love a fan song, everybody. We love a fan song.
Yes.
And this is a song to Atiny that they wrote while they were on tour. So, obviously, probably a slew of emotions were coming over them when they were writing this. But like I said, I love that it leads in, and I love the second verse. This is, but we don't care because we're not alone now because you're here to share this vision now.
Yes!
And they're like, I don't need a lot of metaphors. Every time I saw the sunset, I was afraid every night, but I'm not afraid anymore because you are in the dark with me. And I was like, I was like, oh my God, because there's Aurora obviously means light. So they're saying that Atiny's are their light. And I'm just like, oh my God. And not only, but the fucking vocals in this song and the live stage, disrespectful. But anyway, back to the vocals. Woo Young, he's the one that was like, my Aurora. And it was just, I was like, ah! And then Jungho coming in with his power vocal. And then I was just like, no. And the lyrics and just the dance. Yep. Best song in the album. Just best ATEEZ song. This is my favorite ATEEZ song fucking ever.
Oh, wow.
This is everything. I fucking love this song. I've literally been listening to the song nonstop. This will probably give y'all a hint of what my song of the week is gonna be. But I've literally been listening to nothing but this song. Like, I've listened to the album every now and again, but it's been this song mainly. Like, when I hear it, I'm like, oh, let me just rewind it again. Oh, let me just rewind it one more time. Okay, I'll rewind it again.
Cynthia?
Well, the only thing I can add to that is that, again, this was written by my baby Hongjung and Mingi, and also composed and arranged by my baby. So, yeah, he did that, and they are very talented. And I agree with everything Kat said, times 10.
I agree also with everything that Kat said, as you probably heard in the background of her talking. But what I love is the transition that they do, and it's from Junho to Jeonho. Like, It's freaking beautiful. And not only that, but then it goes Jongho and it jumps to Mingi. And I was like, what the hell? Like, again, going back to how they work each member's like parts in the song, like it's insane to me. And I love a fan song. I've discussed this before. The fact that they like slowed it down a little bit and, you know, did a song just dedicated to Atiny, like it's so beautiful. And it's such a sweet song too, because again, like Kat mentioned, like it's like they're not afraid anymore because it's like we're together, like you're with me, and then that's okay. It was just so sweet, so sweet, and I love it. The beat is sick, lyrics on point. I need a disco stick.
I'm done.
Erica, anything you want to add?
No. I think it's a really pretty song, and I can tell that Leader Mans wrote it because it's so like the metaphors in it and just how pretty it is. You could tell like with him being like an artist and stuff, I can feel like it has like that delicate like artist, that flowery like feel and like the lyrics to it. It's really pretty and I really enjoyed it, and I feel
How'd you feel about the live stage, Terica?
Oh, I liked it. Like I feel like I had to like it because they were screaming about it the whole time. So I was just like, let me see what all the hoopla is about.
Yeah.
But it's,
How'd you like San?
I don't know what you're talking about. I just thought the whole thing was great.
Wait, why is she avoiding Sam?
That's her man's.
Because we've known since the start that that's gonna be her man.
Oh yeah, I assumed that was gonna happen.
I don't know why you guys think this, but we'll.
Because we know you. It was like ATEEZ debuted and we were just like, oh my god, yes, ATEEZ. And Terica's just like, no. And then we're just like, yeah, son, look at it. And then she's like, who's that? And I'm like, oh, there's her man. There's her man.
It's okay. You can just enjoy the ride, okay?
Hakuna Matata,
I
yo.
already know who my man was gonna be.
Oh my god. So for the next song,
Sorry.
this song, I mentioned that I had two favorite songs on the album, and this is my other favorite song on the album. This song, to me, always, like, I'm a visual person, and so this song, when I closed my eyes and I listened to it, it felt like it was, like, in a movie montage, where, like, little Susie, like, was, like, finally, like, gonna get on that stage, and she was gonna sing, and, like, everyone always says, you're such a great singer, but she's like, no, I'm not, and, like, this is her shining moment, and she's just gonna sing and, like, bring everyone together, or it could go the Friends route, and, like, this is, like, a montage of, like, friends just kind of, like, getting together for their last hurrah, like, maybe they're graduating college, and they're just, like, hanging out. But anyway, this song belongs in the movie, and I think it's so pretty, and like the build up right before they go dancing with butterfly wings, like the little oh, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, like you just like it's getting you ready, and it's just like and then it drops and they sing that, and I just think it's really pretty. I really love San's part. Like I just think his voice is so pretty in this song.
I love that you said that because that's one of my favorite parts when they're like dancing like that, and then it's like
I was getting to that because you know I love a chant. The
because I felt like I was like I could be like at a show and the whole crowd is like shouting this part, and it's beautiful. We're all connected and we're all one, and I feel like this song wraps the whole story of, well, you know, 18s are so in Aurora, okay, 18s are now with me, and then in Dancing Like Butterfly Wings is like, okay, well, I don't know how I'm reaching my dreams, but I'm gonna keep flying high, and you guys are here with me, and we're all gonna go together,
and we're doing it
all
together.
Yes, and I was like, oh my god. So it's like it's a beautiful story, beautiful ending to the album, and I really like again like that they had a little bit more like a rockier influence in this song too, and that's why too I saw like. That's what I pictured, like a whole stadium singing that, it was just like so good.
This is my favorite song on the album. Thank you. I love the backtrack to this fucking song. It just like, it is literally what it would be like to, if I was a butterfly, this is what it would be. Okay? Like, this is what it would be.
Your wings
the sound of my wings
would be this song.
Would be this song, exactly. And there was this one lyric, and it says, dancing like butterfly wings, there we are waiting for you. And I don't know why, but I just like, I want this tattooed on my body. It's just a beautiful lyric, and like Carolina said, it is the ending of the album, and it is exactly what it is. It's that you are with them. And, everybody's figuring themselves out. You're figuring out life. You're figuring out your career. You're figuring out everything. But all you know is that you have ATEEZ and you have their music. And that no matter what, that you will always have each other. And everything's going to be okay. And now I don't know why, but I'm starting to tear up. But I just love the song so much.
It. Yeah.
Yeah.
With butterfly, because butterfly is essentially the metaphor of butterflies is that they're always searching for something. Like they're always looking for their next flower to pollinate, or they're always looking for something else. So with the, like you guys said, the ending of the album, like it was perfect. But I also kind of took it as a song of ATEEZ, a song from an Atiny perspective of finding ATEEZ. Like, that's now that you're my happiness now, and now that we're together, everything's gonna be okay. So it was super dope that they ended the album like that, because all their albums so far have been like connected, like part 1, part 2, part 3. So I'm excited to see what they do, if they keep, because the first 2 are obviously like more hardcore, like very like rough and like
yeah,
and this is now very delicate and very cute and very nice, but
still has their like
still has their very unique quirkiness, like their eccentricness. Like they're such an eccentric group, and I think that it makes me more excited for the next album that they're gonna put out. Like if this is gonna be the end of the trilogy, or is there gonna be another one?
Can't wait for episode 22.
You're right. So
they're gonna continue it on forever.
They should. That'd be great. Imagine volumes, like volume
50.
God. So I was really excited. I just think that they just pull it out such quality. Like I haven't been disappointed with an ATEEZ album so far. And it hasn't even been a year since their debut. It hasn't even been a year.
And this is
their third
last album was
right?
5 months ago.
Literally.
5.
That's so insane to me. But Terica,
stopping.
this is their third comeback. Like,
okay,
second, excluding their debut.
Well, but
yeah. So the fact that they're doing this, and like they already have such a fan base and like clout,
They don't
obviously
seem like rookies to me,
No.
because
No,
they have
not at
like
all.
it seems like they have like an experience
They're so
under their belt.
established,
They are just reincarnated idols.
right?
They just
From the past.
from their past life, they just couldn't hit like what they wanted to hit, and so they got reincarnated into ATEEZ, and they're like, nah, all right, this is the second life, and we're gonna do this right, y'all.
I'm not 100% sure about ATEEZ's origin story, like how they got together, but if KQ literally picked these kids out one by one and put them in a group together, congratulations, because this literally was a jackpot. Like, this was a hit. Like, there was no other algorithm of members that could have been as good as these 8 are together. Like, it just works.
Yeah.
Even like the marketing that they use, like, they posted, like they utilized social media to the point that they had a big fan base, and I'm just speaking again internationally. I don't know about Korea, but internationally they already had a big fan base before they even became ATEEZ. So that was like super smart, especially in this day and age. So I feel like that also has something to contribute to their success, not only their talent, but the way that they have been promoting the group has gone a long way.
Doing those dance covers to the songs that they chose, like, and then like putting them on social media, that definitely elevated their international like fan base. Like that was really smart of them to do that, because like, I don't know, I feel like international fans, they love dancing and they love like hype songs. So I feel like that was really smart.
I agree. And also I feel like ATEEZ is just a group that has a plan in motion. Like, while they were promoting and getting everything pre-debuted, like, they were just blueprinting in their dorms. Like, all right, as soon as we debut, we're going to hit him with this, and then we're going to hit him with this. Like, they just have a plan in their mind, and they are just executing it. Very beautiful.
And their concept's really cool. Like, from the pirates to the cowboys to the little zombie thing they did. Like, it was really cool.
You're right.
Like, this album was really different, and I really, really enjoyed it. But, like, even through its, like, differences, it's still ATEEZ. You know what I mean? Like, they stayed true to themselves, but they just did it was like a different side of them.
But yeah, as somebody that was super into them during KQ Fellas as well, like, they just had something that just grabs you. Like, you want to see more. You want to know everything about them. You just want to be involved in whatever it is that they're doing. You want to, like, see their growth and see what they're going to do. So, my favorite rookie group, literally.
Ooh.
I agree, though. It's true.
So question to wrap things up. I want you guys to pick a word that describes the album for you. but it can't be dream because we've said that. So it can't be like dream or trance or something like that.
One word. Ugh. I don't know. The first word that just pops into my head is just eccentric. Like, I just feel like the whole album itself and what they do is just so uniquely them that there's no other word to describe it but like the most eccentric thing that I've ever seen in K-pop. Like, they're just so
out
damn
there.
good. They are, and they're so good. Like, it
Yeah.
just kills me how good they are. So yeah, eccentric, maybe like fairy. I feel like it's very like I'm a fairy living in their dream world. Like, that's what I am. I'm a little fairy.
Cynthia?
Atlantis, because I can't say Utopia. It is.
You can say Utopia. You can say dream.
Okay, thank you. ATEEZ is just a group that went on an adventure together and then found the utopia of all utopias together.
We love that.
Yes.
Aww.
Mine is that for they said it in their song, but it's Hakuna Matata. because it brings you it's that sense of no worries, but it's a sense of no worries, but you're having fun. And I feel like that's what ATEEZ is doing, having fun together and with Atiny. So and in a sense of we got this. There's no need to be worries.
Terika?
Oh, I have to have a word? Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
you do.
sure.
I'm
Go
going to
ahead.
say, I just ask the questions around here, people. I don't have answers. I'm going to say, after listening to the album, my word is intrigued, because now I feel like I'm missing out, man. I really have to get into them because I like their music. And so I'm just like, all right, it's time.
I guess we can finish this off with our songs of the week, everybody.
Hi, my name is Kat, and my song of the week is Aurora by ATEEZ. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Ask the price. Gasp. Gasp in Spanish.
Okay, my song of the week is Shoot Me by Day 6, because I've been listening to all of their albums again. Because they are still that group. I miss them. Okay.
I've actually been like on a girl group kick. Like, literally I just watched like hours of just girl groups. Like, I was just feeling it. So I actually have 3 songs of the week.
Damn.
Wow, that's a move.
I know. Okay, so I listened to I went back and I watched every single Red Velvet video ever, including their 2 Japanese ones. So I'm just gonna say that my song of the week is actually artist of the week. It's just Red Velvet. My second song of the week is Chase Me by Dreamcatcher, because I need more music from them, my rock queens. And then my third song of the week is Fancy You by Twice, because I love that choreo, like disco queens, and I'm also really sad I can't see them, but it's fine.
A mood. Well, my favorite song of the week is Wave off of it by ATEEZ. I've been jamming to the song since it came out, honestly. Yep, that right there.
If you want to see my process of finding a bias guided by Kat, I forgot my
It's
YouTube
on
name.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Follow
it's on
KC.
There we go.
Oh, wow, there we
Follow
go.
us, KC. You can literally watch my entire process of getting into ATEEZ, and Kat just being
Throwing her in the
yeah,
pond.
yes.
Literally kicking her in the lake.
That's
Yeah,
how you
it's
learn how to
6
swim.
bitch.
Yeah.
Are you a witch? We're about to find
We're
out.
about to find out. Well, you won't see my process, but I will be sure to update you guys next week on the podcast if I find a bias.
You better update us in the group chat. I want to hear everything about it. I want to know every song. I want to see who you're looking at.
Oh my God.
You're right. We got our eyes on you.
Whether you are finding a bias in ATEEZ or deeply in love with ATEEZ already.
Yay!
Always
Fangirl on!